is advised.
Hey everyone, this video is brought to you by Audible. Audible is offering you a free audiobook with a 30-day free trial membership. All you need to do is go to audibletrial.com/bgunlocked. The link is in the description below, and now enjoy the video. Hey everyone, welcome to the discussion for the Quacks of Quedlinburg, which is the game that actually won the Kennerspiel in 2018.
The what?
It's the game of the year.
Oh.
For German stuff. Kennerspiel.
Right.
Kennerspiel des Jahres.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's not
evil.
No, not evil. Different German.
It's not evil.
Different Germany.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so it won. It's basically like, I think it's like the best kids game of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
It was really neat.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. I like bag building games in general. Orleans, Aldeplano was still pretty good. So it's fun, but the problem is with a bag building game, you don't have shitty bags. Like, this is probably my biggest complaint.
You know what would have been better than this bag? A sock. Just a sock. It has more fur.
A pocket pussy would be a little bit better than this.
I mean, while a little harder to handle, like maybe like little like marbles or something. I don't know. It might be infinitely more expensive.
You know, it's funny that you say that because there's a game called Potion Explosion, which is basically
what's
like Candy Crush. Well, it would work if they had holes.
Yeah, but that ramped
like
the price quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad.
No, these aren't. I mean, these are your standard bags, but for one where your bag gets really full, because there's no way to mitigate your bag. Like, to take stuff out of it. Like, a lot of bag builders, kind of like deck builders, you have ways to trash stuff, so you have ways to remove. Now, there probably is with the different sets of the things, but we've done set one for this one. But yeah, that was actually just extremely frustrating, because I always felt like either the tokens were getting, like, greasy, or they'd stick together, and I'd be, like, reaching in, getting the middle, but then I'd feel over here, and there's, like, 10 chips in the fucking corner. And I'm like, where are all my whites? And they probably made it to where the whites are a little heavier, so they fall into the middle.
Now you pull them
so you draw them. No.
What was it? There was another game that did that. The Arkham, the living card game.
Yeah.
It does the Pog pull, too, for your modifier.
Where they net the
and I always feel like I draw the shitty one. the Pog pull, it's a weird concept to me, and I just don't feel like it's super random. I feel like a lot of them like to pile. Yeah. And then it's...
So, for aesthetics, that's not the best. However, I think the game is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a fun game.
I think... Because you were saying... What were you saying? Blue was the way to go.
Yeah.
I definitely think blue is extremely helpful. But I don't know, because let's see, what was my main distribution in this? Oh, look, there's all my whites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 blues. Cat had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blues.
If you go blue heavy, you can really control what's coming out.
But you still didn't win. You beat Devin, who had no blues.
Yeah.
But that's correlation more than anything. I think also the randomness of the cards
helps,
were like, get a free token, get a free blue.
Get a free level 2, level 4, yeah.
I think...
I guess if you went really pumpkin heavy, maybe, the reds would pay off a little more.
I think there's a lot of strategy to the different sets. I think your strategy was very valid with going for the yellows to mitigate getting those whites out, but still keeping your spot.
Right.
I wish I had gotten more.
And they don't work well with the blues, because then it's like, oh, well, look, I drew a yellow after a blue.
Yeah.
All right, if I choose to pick that, then I can't cancel a white. That's luck-based, and unfortunately was not working.
This game...
After my fucking early pop there.
I will actually say, the game is still extremely luck-heavy, and I knew that going in. That it's a press your luck, like luck fest. You could draw all your whites all at once, and then be like, what the fuck? I got 1 point in rounds 5. And that's why I'm saying that there needs to be something in the game that lets you mitigate. In this particular set, it was the blues. The blues at least let you draw a number and be like, do I want to place any of these or not? But yeah, Kat, what do you think? What do you think about the strategy of the game? What do you think about the variety here?
I mean, it's good. Like, I really enjoyed playing off the blues because they can cascade off each other, and I think that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that the gold, like, if you get lucky, if you have enough gold, especially early on, if you can afford it, it's good to be able to put a white back.
Yeah.
I think, if you're smarter about the pumpkins.
Because I definitely think, the pumpkins are early game, because that's going to be early game. It does feel like that there is like some type of cascading ability where it's like you want to go red and pumpkin maybe, because then you're going to have a lot of pumpkins out, and then you're going to start moving your sixes, which can get you higher on points and then also higher on, buy power. The black, you deserve that. The black was extremely helpful in just gaining the free potion. Because, like, what was it? I think I just bought one, and then you guys didn't buy one, so I just had to draw one, and then place it in there, and then it's like, oh, okay, that's at least a free movement. But that's one free movement. And as we were playing, you guys were like, well, we'll just let him have it. Then Kat reluctantly decided to not tell us anything about that she was also secretly competing.
I didn't mean to.
But even then, it's just like, okay, like, the frustration was more of the principle, not the fact that I was losing that, because all I didn't get was a ruby. Like, because I still beat you. So I still got to go up. Kat got to go up because she beat both of us and got a ruby. So it's not that super powerful, but that's the thing. Each one of these, which is a game, or in games that I really like, each one of these has a valid strategy. Versus like, oh, well, that's the obvious strat. If we play this, I'm never not going to go that strat.
Right.
So,
and I mean, it's still like, it's a pull. It's a random pull.
Exactly.
I mean, they all have different effects. Like, my yellows could have been really sexy if I just pull them after a white.
Right.
But I never did. Did like once or twice.
Right. And then, but you also have the flask.
Yeah.
That helps you.
Right. It's a once in a lifetime fucking, if you can't get a goddamn ruby to save your life.
Right.
If you don't build green.
Right.
And end on a fucking green. I like the green. Then it's like promotes you. What, you want me to quit early? No, that's for bitches.
Oh, I didn't even read this part.
Oh. Did we do something wrong?
No, I don't even know what that says, but what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, I remember what I was looking at for the final. Let's see. Okay, I was basically checking to see if you could spend rubies. Oh yeah, at the end of the turn, players can carry out the following actions more than once by spending rubies. So there is a valid strategy with this one, or purple, because you'll get a lot of rubies. You can do this multiple times. If you spend 6 rubies, you move your potion up 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there is a strategy with the rubies. Hell, even endgame strategy with the rubies.
Just like save them up.
Yeah, just save them up. And I like that. Now, the elephant in the room is the catch-up mechanic that is thrown in this game.
Which you suffered from the whole game.
Which I suffered from the whole game. Well, actually, I started off losing, and then I took off. I don't like it.
Any kind of catch-up mechanic like that, when you're in first place, you feel like
exactly
it's not fair. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
I felt like it was very nice.
Well,
I felt like
you did.
Well, no, here's the point that I wanted to make. So, as we saw in the game, I mean, yes, you kept your lead. Mm-hmm. I mean, we got our boons that kind of kept us within like the same rank as you on the potion like fullness level.
Yeah.
But like you still, if anything, that kept us about in the same neck when it came to what we were gaining from the pot itself.
Yeah.
But you still benefited from your engine build, which
Sure.
was your purples and your blacks and getting little points here and there and your rupees and whatnot. Thus proving like, your build was still working despite our catch-up mechanic. So I felt like it was executed very nicely.
Right. The point I'm making is it still feels shitty being in first.
I gotcha.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not saying it didn't work.
I mean,
it very much did. You guys were still on par, able to keep roughly around, if I was making it to 30, you guys would be around 30 or 20 or whatever, or like the high 20s. I'm not saying that didn't work. I'm just saying that a catch-up mechanic always feels shitty. It happens in Power Grid. Power Grid, the first player is heavily nerfed because they get knocked back. I've still won in Power Grid by staying in first and people getting the free resources or cheaper resources and card draws. I'm just saying it feels shitty because of this reason. I because of my build, I had to work for. I mean, not really. You don't really work for anything. You get a lot of all these cards that just take free 4s, take free, get 10 points for free. You know,
Right.
just these free cards here. I'm just saying that it's like through the situation, I have to spend my rubies to bump up. I have to go for black and spend my 10 points to bump up. So I have to spend, instead of getting a level 2 8 or green for 8, I had to spend a 10 to try and beat out Cat, who got 3 to bump up. So it's like I had to put an effort to do that, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah. Also, through randomness is the only reason I was ahead, you know, because of the random draw comes around. That it turns out that it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna place my rat, and what do you? I ended up at 11, and it's like, okay, well, what do you want? Okay, I'm at 4. Oh, I get to go up to 15, and then the final card where it's like it's doubled. It's just like it rewards shitty players. No, I'm kidding. No,
even with that, I mean, I get it if you're thinking that it feels shitty, but I felt like it was executed pretty well and it kept a decent balance.
Right.
I mean, you certainly won, so and I felt like I was still kind of involved.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying it didn't work.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying being in first, it's just like, why do you guys get something for free? It's the capitalist mentality. You're very heavy
DJ
liberal.
Khaled.
You're very heavy liberal.
Suffering
You
from
don't want to.
success.
You don't want to work. You want free shit.
I just
handed
want
to
free
you.
shit.
That's what this game gave you.
all it did.
I put in all the
man.
effort. Why should I have to suffer for you being inadequate?
Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go.
And that's what this game. This is a very heavy liberal game.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I know that that's a complaint for a lot of people. I'm not saying that it's not an efficient catch-up mechanic. I'm just saying that it's not that I felt cheated, ever. It's just like, okay, well, I worked to get to 11. You guys just got to 15 for free. All right. Kat, what do you think of the catch-up mechanic?
I mean, pretty much that I understand both sides of it. Like...
Wow.
I'm sorry, it's because I'm a Libra.
It's because you're heavy libertarian. Can't even pick a side. There's only 2 sides, Kat. Democrat and Republican. You can't be in the middle. No, I'm kidding. Make this game all about politics.
God.
So, but did you like it?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have a personal problem with it, especially when I started to catch up like you're supposed to with the catch-up mechanic. And then I was like, oh, now I'm only getting 3.
Right.
And it's kind of like, well, that makes sense because now I'm doing well.
Yeah. I'm not too salty about it. What would have really pissed me off is because of the catch-up mechanic, I started losing.
That would be fucked up, yeah.
Because it's like, okay, now you just gained all these points because, like, what could have happened to you? I mean, this game's all random. So.
I mean, yeah, because there's very variance in the how far you go. I mean,
right. But it's like, okay, well, if all the stuff that I worked for by spending don't pan out and I bust, and then it's like, oh man, because I was all the way at 20 with my thing, I got to go higher than you. Not because you could pull the same thing that I pull and still get higher than me because of the free catch-up mechanic.
Right, I gotcha. And so what? I'm a little higher. I mean, the spread I think compensates for it enough with like the randomness of how far we're gonna go. I mean, we still accumulate. I mean, a varying amount of points. It's usually we're accumulating around the same amount of points.
Yeah.
And I feel like we there's enough of a spread that it doesn't cause too much of a problem.
Okay.
You know what I like to say? Agree to disagree.
I mean, we're obviously not going to agree. I still ended up winning, even with the catch-up mechanic. I'm just saying, it's there. There is a catch-up mechanic.
And it's a complaint.
Or not.
By numerous people.
Yes. Yes. That was actually specifically what I was told by multiple people before even playing this game. Was it's extremely luck-heavy, and the major complaint is the catch-up mechanic for it, which I think they made a variant for, but I don't quote me on that part.
I'd have to play it more times to give you more succinct answer.
Right. Maybe if you were in the lead the whole time.
Maybe, and I was just like, oh man, this really does suck. Being in the lead.
Oh man, I'm not in the lead anymore because that catch-up mechanic very heavily favored that person.
Once.
But it didn't.
You're in the lead. You were in the lead at the beginning.
Like a touch. Like a fucking point for like one fucking round.
You were winning.
What do you guys think of the event cards?
I liked them.
I thought they were okay.
I like the purple one.
We only drew purple.
Yeah.
No, we had
three blue.
We had 3 blue.
I like the purple one.
Did we? I didn't see any blue.
They were literally right here.
I guess
at the end of the round, all flasks get a free refill.
Gotcha.
In this round, extra chip is moved, 1 extra space forward. And then strong ingredient, that was the very first one we drew. Beginning with this, if you stopped without an explosion, you draw the 5 chips, and you may place one of them in your pot. And then the rest of them, all 5 of them were purple. So yeah, and then then you have the other one, double the ingredients. I like them. I think. This game is just, once again, it won the Kenner Spiel. It's a kids game.
Yeah.
And that's why the heavy, cheaty ketchup mechanic is in there to make your kids feel better when you stomp them. You play with your kids, and you're like, God, you're at 5 points, and I'm at 30? Jeez, okay, well, put your rat thing up to 90 and win. Get a free 15 points.
Your participation points.
Anyway, the game is a lot of fun. I like to push your luck. I would have liked to push your luck to be a little bit more involved. They were only centered around whites.
Yeah, I didn't feel like, because I remember even saying, like, okay, if we actually explode, like, we just stop. Like, that's it. Like, we just stop.
And you don't get to roll the die.
Yeah.
The dice is nice.
It is.
Yeah, it's
but
just...
frankly, I think that's what kept you kind of crawling ahead despite our catch-up mechanic. You consistently rolled the dice.
I also never pushed my luck.
Yeah.
Like, the whole game.
You also were
if I got to 7 or 6, I'm just like, boop.
You were a lot ahead of us, too.
So
you could be like, nah.
Yeah, it's a free ruby or free points, free pumpkin, free blood drop move, whatever. I think the die is fun. But yeah, I definitely, like, what would be the... Ooh, alright. Yeah, they definitely changed. So the set 1 for, like, the green, for example, is for each green chip, in the last or next, you get a ruby. The level 2 is already busier. Like, for each green chip that is last or next to last chip, you take 1 of the indicated ingredients. So you just get free chips. If it's level 1, you get a pumpkin. Level 2, you get a blue or a red. Level 3 or level 4, you get a yellow or a purple.
Nice.
What was the other one? What's the level 2 blue? Level 2 blue, if the pot explodes within the next 1, 2, or 4 chips, you get victory points and money during the evaluation phase.
So it's incentivizing you to pop?
Yeah. Yeah, what's the black? The black level 2 is if you draw as many black chips as the other player, moves up. If you draw... Oh, sorry, that's for number of players. Yeah, sorry, the orange and black are always in play.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, your yellows that you went heavy on, if the next chip that is placed is moved ahead twice as far as its number indicates, so it affects your next chip. So, like, the next chip that is placed is moved ahead twice as far as its number indicates. So if you draw a 4, moves 8.
Nice.
That's pretty good. The purple, you may exchange the purple chips in your pot for the indicated bonus. Oh, so they're like, so you turn in 1 for a black, a point, and a ruby.
No, so just having them.
Yeah. And then there's level, this is set 1, then there's set 2, there's 3 and 4 for each of them. So, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Oh, they all actually have names. There's the Crow Skull, which is blue. Toadstool, which is red. Mandrake, yellow. African Death's Head. Hawk Moth for black. Garden Spider for green. And then Ghost's Breath for purple. So those were all those.
What was the pumpkin?
Pumpkin. I don't know. Any complaints from you guys? To quell your thing, the ketchup mechanic is actually not a complaint on my end. I'm just saying it still feels shitty.
So a complaint?
Well, no, because it didn't work. And Devin's making all the correct points. He's saying it kept it, like, if that wasn't in here, like, you guys would be consistently, where if you don't actively move it, you guys would be around 20 or whatever. Like, so it definitely works. I'm just saying the feeling isn't nice when you're in first. But that's for any game with any ketchup mechanic for the first player.
Gotcha.
So I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
But the point I was making was the feeling isn't fun. But that's a thing to this is people's complaints. That's for any ketchup mechanic in any game.
Gotcha.
So we're on the same point.
Okay. DJ Cat Lead.
Suffering from success. I can't believe I made a fucking political connection with a fucking ketchup mechanic in a kid's game.
Oh,
you can't escape it.
I'm so lazy. It's not my birth with a poor family or anything. Oh, jeez.
Where's your handouts? Oh, there's your 17 rat tails.
Thanks.
Yes, okay, let's
Boy,
replace
I can really catch up
welfare
with that
rat
guy
tails.
who's got $1 billion goddamn dollars.
Someday I'll be as rich as Jeff Bezos.
Where's my $1 billion handout?
Yeah.
Kat, did you have any complaints?
Yeah.
What were your complaints? The fact that you couldn't cheat in this game without getting called out for it?
Yeah. No, I really did not mean for it to go like that. No, I just was consistently confused, and I tried listening so hard and clarifying so many times about like the drop movement and just like movement in general, because I think it is odd that it's always like one step ahead.
Yeah.
It did not click with my little
Addition's hard.
Well, it was just stupid. It's like, okay, I landed on 30.
Oh, and the next one is what you get?
Yeah, because I was like, why can't it just be the one I landed on?
I like that. I thought that was ease.
I
like
lost
ease
a lot
of
of
access.
rubies.
Well,
that
I mean,
way.
for one in a game where it's, you want, well, a lot of things are covered up. You don't want to move a lot of shit
This
around.
makes
Yeah.
sense, yeah. And I guess...
That being, it's going to be open because it is the one
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
So that way you're not like,
Wait.
oh no,
right.
oh no.
Right?
Or you're like, you really need that green, so you're like, oh no, oh
no, I'm all-
yeah,
oh,
I
man,
did
I'm
land
at-
on green, okay.
Right. Yeah. So there's also a game variation.
Oh, there's a backside?
Fuck these.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to explain. I was like,
Variation.
yeah,
Oh,
yes,
that's the
yeah, the game variation. From game to game, choose a different set of ingredient books. The ingredients have each set with have been selected so that they blend well with one another. But more experienced can also put together their own sets. So essentially, you kind of fill up these vials with like ingredients. So the board's nice and aesthetic. I like the game
Yeah, the board is cute. I really like my,
quite a bit.
I like to.
I like my bowl.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, Devin.
I'm going to give it a big, fat 8.
8 out of 10. Awesome.
It was cute.
Even though you shit the bed. No, I'm kidding.
Shit.
You were the only one, and that was actually through your own. You didn't even push your luck to bust. That
Well,
just
I had that
happened.
one really bad one. I mean, you had a solid lead there, and that was because like I was ignoring the dice.
Oh,
so
right.
I mean, I will play. You know, I took part in my own failures. So no, it was a cute game. I liked
Right.
it. Yeah, it had good strategies to it. It's enough luck to keep it interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I would definitely I would play this again. I will probably buy this game.
Really? Yeah, I think there's an expansion out for it, too.
Oh, cool.
If I'm not mistaken. Once again, I don't know. For some reason, I just don't remember if there's a variant for the ketchup or if there's an expansion. I don't know. But yeah, I can definitely see why I won the Kennerspiel. Kat, what are you at?
I think I was also going to give it an 8. I liked it.
Awesome. Yeah, I am right there with you guys. I think an 8 out of 10 is a really good score for it. If there is an expansion, I'm probably going to get it. I'm excited to play with different sets. I think it'd be interesting to do the game variation where, because you don't have to do set 1 for all books, set 2 for all books. You can have a set 4 for red and things like that, and it'd probably be perfectly fine. They even said, hey, like, each set has been selected so that they blend well with one another, so maybe that's why, but you could have a swingy game.
Put them all in.
Right? God. So, yeah. And, just nice aesthetics, they have an almanac of what each of the things do. Which is heavily missing in a lot of games, where it's like, because I was actually double checking throughout the game that, okay, well, technically you don't draw, the bag. It says draw 4, pick one, and place it. So I was like, okay, that could be a technicality. I didn't draw it to do the ability. Right. You know how we were stacking the blues together?
Yeah.
It does even say, if the newly laid chip also has a bonus, it can also be carried out immediately. Thank you, North Star Games, for putting in clarification for the different books. Yeah. So, 8 out of 10 for Quacks of Quedlinburg for all of us. Let us know what you think of the game in the comments below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.